If a total of 84 students are enrolled in 2 sections of a calculus course, how many of the 84 students are female? So I'm going to use the letter capital A to represent the number of people in section number 1, the letter capital B to represent the number of people in section number 2, and of course A plus B would have to equal the total number, 84. And what we'd like to figure out is how many of those 84 people are female. So statement 1 tells us that 2/3 of the students in section 1 are female. So 2/3 of A are female. Well, that statement by itself tells us nothing about section number 2. And because we have no information about section number 2, we're not able to figure out the total number of females. So by itself, this statement is insufficient. Statement number 2 tells us that half the students in section 1 are male. Well, if half of them are male, half of them are female. So half of B is female. Well, again, the same problem. Here we only know about section 2. We have no information about section 1 because, again, we're considering statement 2 by itself. So we have no information about section number 1 and therefore are unable to draw any conclusion. Because both statements are insufficient, we have to consider them in combined form. So now we combine statement number 1 and statement number 2. Well, now we actually know the total number of female would equal 2/3 of A plus 1/2 of B, where A plus B have to add up to 84. And we'd like to know, does this uniquely determine the number of female? Well, let's plug in some numbers and find out. So I'm just going to plug in some very simple numbers here. I'll make a little chart here. And for A, I'm going to plug in 60. That's a nice easy number to take 2/3 of. So if A is 60, B is 24. 2/3 of 60 would be 40, plus 1/2 of 24 would be 12. That would be 52 females. Okay, let's try another choice. If A is 30, that's a nice easy choice to take 2/3 of. If A is 30, that means B is 54. 2/3 of 30 would be 20. Half of 54 would be 27. 20 plus 27 is 47. And so we see if we pick different values of A and B, even following these rules combined, we still get different numbers for the total number of females. So the rules that we have right now are not enough to uniquely determine how many females are here. So that is to say, even in combined form, the statements are insufficient and the answer is E.